There's only one more chaser. Nobody's this hyped this early. They say I'm on drugs, but my only drug is hip hop. Love this life. It's the Morning Detour on the mighty CKT 90.3 FM.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it can't happen. We are culture. Nothing moves without us. We just continue to give it away. And it's cool. Everyone can participate. Nike still works with joy.
Right.
It's just the nature of our relationship has to change.
There's only one more chaser. Nobody's this hyped this early. They say I'm on drugs, but my only drug is hip hop. Love this life. It's the Morning Detour.
Got a lot of brains, got a lot of IP on me. I gotta fend myself off. I gotta fend myself off. I gotta fend it off. Like Coco Chanel to me. I gotta pull it out. Like it's been a lot of years. Really think you get one past me. I gotta fend myself off. I gotta fend myself off. I gotta pull it out. You got me. Eat it. Never met a girl with a mind like this. No. To give space and time like this, my love. Never met a girl so fine like this. No. We don't waste a while like this, my love. Only a real one could tame me. Only the radio could play me. Oh, now you wish I was complacent. You must have mixed up my face. So now you wanna have conversations. So now you're testing my patience. Yeah. Got a lot of bands, got a lot of Chanel on me. I gotta fend myself off. I gotta fend myself off. I gotta pull it on my heat. I gotta cool it down. Got a lot of style, got a lot of Tiffany on me. I gotta fend myself off. I gotta fend myself off. I gotta cool it down. You got me. Whole lot of reservations.
DJ turn up the speaker. DJ turn up the speaker. Girl them follow the leader. Girl them follow the leader. Baby bend it. Oh baby bend it. Break your back like you're doing a workout. Oh bend it. Baby bend it. Or rock your body bend it. Let me see you doing the yoga. Oh bend it. Baby yo. I want to put you in my video. Say your name on the radio. And I seen you around here before. Really wanna know now where you coming from, where you going now, and how you make your sundress glow now. And when you walk off, it's a showdown. Oh no. Your hair looking nice like oh no. Got you causing traffic. Oh no. Swinging your waist like oh no. You looking like magic. Oh no. Your hair looking nice like oh no. Got you causing traffic. Oh no. Swinging your waist like oh no. You looking like magic. Baby dance. Oh baby bend it. Break your back like you're doing a workout. Oh bend it. Baby bend it. Or rock your body bend it. Let me see you doing the yoga. Oh bend it. Now she doing the yoga. Now she doing the yoga. Now she doing the yoga. Shawty taking the yoga.
Y'all about to find out who I am. It's the real Svetlana.
It's about to get real in here.
It's the Morning Detour Show.
Biggie ways, fine face. Biggie ways, fine face. Biggie ways, fine face. 10 days, I don't dare wait for you, my charge. For you, my charge. You want the phone? Yes. No case. I no go talk. Cafe for you, my charges. For you, my charges. Take me everywhere you want to go. Tell me everything I want to know. No lie. Yeah. Run up anyhow you want to run. Check out, baby girl, you fire fast. No doubt. But you say, kilo time, I'm getting mad, biggie man. So what's fun? Movie risky, body whiskey, get tipsy, but all the risky. Kilo time, I'm getting mad, biggie man. So what's fun? Movie risky, body whiskey, get tipsy, but all the risky. Risky, yes, risky, your body risky, yes, risky, yeah, been a very long time, yeah, you still a way to your wine, body curve up, you clean and cute, so your nipple them blow my mind, maybe give your money anywhere, anytime, tickle up your body, let me see your waistline, yeah, you know you need me and your body risky, I grade and whiskey tonight, I know you love, guess why, just a feel and right, yes, time, maybe give you the world, baby, me say you are my bonfire, can't love your style, ready to give you the ring, girl, child. I'm a bad darling, I'm a bonfire. But you say, kilo time, I'm getting mad, biggie mad. So what's fun? Movie risky, body whiskey, get tipsy, but all the risky. Kilo time, I'm getting mad, biggie mad. So what's fun? Movie risky, body whiskey, get tipsy, but all the risky. Risky, yes, risky, you know what risky.
Hey. You gotta take it easy this morning. LAMBO in the building. This is LAMBO Day. It's the Morning Detour. You know what I mean? You gotta represent for African culture. Big up to Lagos. Big up to Congo. Hey! DJ Manny on the ones and twos, the number one morning show in the country. It's 7:07 in the morning. This is the Morning Detour. And what a morning we have for you this morning. We are celebrating Lamborghini this morning. If it's not foreign, it's not Lambo. If you didn't put the cash down, you cannot get it. We do not do payments. But you know, I'm regular folk. I still do payments. It's the Morning Detour. Weezy Moon Chase and Lambo. Keep it locked. Much more to come. Let's go.
I get my weed from California, that's that shit. I told my pick up to the north, yeah, bitch. I get my life right from the source, yeah. And I say, oh, may I breathe you in. It's a touch to love your skin. I wanna wrap my arms around you, baby, never let you go. Oh, and I say, oh, it's nothing like your touch. It's the way you lift me up. Yeah, and I'll be right here with you. Yeah, I got my teachers out in Georgia. Yeah, I get my weed from California. That's shit. I took my pick up to the north, yeah. That's bitch. I get my life right from the source, yeah. Yeah, that's it. I got my teachers out in Georgia. Yeah, shit. I get my weed from California. That's shit. I took my pick up to the north, yeah. That's bitch. I get my life right from the source, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
You enjoy it, but I'm bored, yeah. All I can wish for nights alone now. Baby, save it souvenirs. There's no time, I want more time. And give you my whole life. That's what I'm in my whole life. Hate to leave the college for remember when I told you got your baggage from home.
I got my peaches out in Georgia. Yeah, shit. I get my weed from California. That's shit. I took my pick up to the north, yeah. That's bitch. I get my life right from the source, yeah. Yeah, that's it. I got my peaches out in Georgia. Yeah, shit. I get my weed from California. That's shit. I took my pick up to the north, yeah. That's bitch. I get my life right from the source, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Get the feeling so unsure. Head in my hand because I'm yours. I can't pretend, I can't ignore you, right? Don't think you wanna know just what I've been up. Gonna be distracted. Wanna be distracted. Take the sweetest of mine. And I'll be right here with you till the end. I got it.
Go. Oh, and I see you. It's nothing like your touch. It's the way you lift me up. Yeah, and I'll be right here with you. Yeah, I got my teachers out in Georgia. Yeah, I get my feet from California. That's that shit. I took my chick up to the north. Yeah, badass bitch. I get my life right from the source. Yeah, that's it. I got my features out in Georgia. Yeah, shit. I get my feet from California. That's that shit. I took my chick up to the north. Yeah, badass bitch. I get my life right from the source. Yeah, that's it.
You enjoy it, but I'm bored, yeah. All I could wish for, nice and long night. Baby, saving souvenirs. There's no time, I want more time. And give you my whole life. Let my girl be my whole life. Hate to even call it so strong. Remember when I said choro, 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 da, choro, 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 da, choro, 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 oh, choro, 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 I'm a choro, da, choro. Oh, hell yeah. I don't wanna lose you this time, I wanna
No time, I'ma get a winnie wanna your love they do me one time. Oh my, I'ma get to move me. Show me how you feeling this night. I'ma say your love, say now winnie wanna your love they do me this night. Yeah, I need your grace. We never regret. My love no get shape. No matter the case. My music give me this. My sweet bass. My love no get shape. For you all day. Every day, me gon' need my baby to call on me, close to me, yeah. By the time when you wake up in the morning, man, I dey buy you side for me, make you fall for me. Oh yeah, choro, whoa. You won't keep it. This kind of love, it dey do my body tanana. It dey make me one day your life for anana. Do it. This kind of love, say it dey do my body tanana. It dey make me one day around you tanana. Dance to my conto, make you banana. Oh nah. Tetema, yani kama umepigwa shoti. Tetema, ipe miganisho ya roboti. Tetema, ukutani hadi kwenye kochi. Tetema, kwenye giza mama shika tochi. Katoka kama noga, oh mama. Kapandisha sabukova, oh mama. Kapandisha boda, oh mama. Kichoka kuchuma mboga, oh mama. Ay, mama, shigidi, nakufa, hoi, wikidi. Ay, mama, shigidi, konki, fire, moto, liquidi. Oh mama, tetema. Tipo tetema, oh mama tetema, aya tunde tetema, oh mama tetema, shuka chini tetema, oh mama tetema, aya tunde tetema, oh mama tetema, tipo tetema, oh mama tetema, aya tunde tetema, oh mama tetema, shuka chini tetema, oh mama tetema. Tetema, yani kama vile generator. Tetema, kama mwizi kakupiga ngeta. Tetema, mwana wa kutunga kupepeka. Tetema, chini likipuliza tarumbeta. Savozi, dozi, kesa shogolozi. Kufa chali kama mende. Maria Rose, pose, tungiline gozi. Twende nikupige nyembe. You make my mind go pull up. Kinuna tumye toro. Sani pesa digi miuno ya gigi funga kipinda mkweche nikunyonge kazigi oh mama tetema tipo tetema oh mama tetema aya tunde tetema oh mama tetema shuka chini tetema oh mama tetema aya tunde tetema oh mama tetema tipo tetema oh mama tetema aya tunde tetema oh mama tetema shuka chini tetema oh mama tetema. Are you live? Give me, I'm your way hook. Give me, Kapanisha misu. Give me, Anaruka. Give me, Kapana tuya mesa. Give me, Etiana buwa shati. Give me, Kalewa anatesa. Give me, Yani barangati.
That's a new song you play right there? God damn, man, we can't get a break, boy. Let me tell you, man. Montreal, my city, welcome back to the Morning Detour, 7:19 in the morning. Now, we'd like to say we would have been broadcasting live on FM radio. Well, see, the cell tower's kind of mixy this morning. Yeah. So for those that are catching us on YouTube and Facebook, we appreciate you. And for those listening back to the playback, you all should listen to it live. I don't know what's going on, Lambo.
I don't get it.
This morning's your birthday celebration. I think you turned 35 on Monday.
Yeah.
You know, you're fresh off swim week. I got some questions. I got some jokes this morning. And apparently in Montreal, you cannot sell lemonade in peace, even if you live in the suburbs.
No,
you know, you'd have thought this happened in Côte-des-Neiges. The police is really, really filthy in the city. We're starting to get to a point, man. We might have to move, man. God damn it. It's like an appointment I have to move, man. It's getting kind of filthy out here.
I'm already looking for real estate back in the U.S.
So you're now, you're 35 now. Welcome to the mid 30 crew. How you feeling? The skin is good. You're using aloe vera. I don't know what you're using over there, man.
Shea butter.
It's got to be more than shea butter. It's crazy. But you're fresh off swim week in New York. Beautiful thing. I don't know how you can design all these swimwears. Knowing that there's so many swimwears already out there. How do you come up with new inspiration?
Well, listen, there's always something that's missing or lacking. I look at what I'm missing and lacking, and I'm like, okay, what would I like? But, one of my models, she was really smart enough to realize, she's like, you know what? Svetlana, what I realize is your swims are just not for summer. I'm like, how so? She's like, no, they're like bodysuits. We can wear them. I said, that's what I do. I actually wear my swims as bodysuits because the fabric can be. And she's like,
so it's an all year thing.
It's an all year thing. So you don't got to pack it away. Keep it out. Wear it all year round.
Oh. Listen, man, you have some great colors. You have some great cuts in there. It's like, okay, it's very open, this one. I like this one. That's great stuff. This morning we're going to have Ayana Partouche Massa. Yeah. She's the mother of the two kids with the lemonade. It's very important we have this on, man. It's crazy. The police in the city is crazy.
They're crazy.
At some point, we can't keep saying it's egregious. At some point, something needs to be done. I don't know. Valley Plant's weird too, so I don't know.
I was with her just the other day, and I got to meet her because, of course, we came out with the Red Coalition with Ale Babino, and
Alan's everywhere, man.
Yeah, he's everywhere. He called me up. I'm like, for sure, I'm going to show up. He left. I wound up staying with her for another 2 hours, and we were talking, met the kids, met her husband. And, they're amazing people. And her children did an amazing thing to raise money for the MS Society. They're educating people about what multiple sclerosis is. Yeah. 2 young boys.
You can't even sell lemonade in peace.
No.
I give it up to them because I can't even say multiple sclerosis properly 3 times. So, it's been a struggle. I've been practicing for 3-4 days. Well, unlike you, I've been on vacation. I've been in my boxers for the last 4 days. So it's good to get productive yesterday, to get out there. We're trying to do the dunk contest. We had arranged, I was like a meteorologist yesterday, trying to figure out precipitations and hours of discord. I don't know what was going on. So that didn't go on. So the Grand All Shine later, Jeu de la Rue, all of that, the dunk contest, we'll come back with that at a later date. And man, it was great being on vacation, being in your boxes. I don't know if people could do this welfare thing every day. Just be in your box and watch daytime TV or just stream movies.
I don't get it. I can't do that.
My back starts to hurt if I'm laying on the sofa for too many days. I feel like, sometimes I like to play this game. I like to mentally prepare myself for jail. Yeah. Sometimes let me get this shit out. Sometimes I like to just stay in my room and just stay in like 10 by 12 and just mentally prepare myself for the darkness. This guy next time laughing. Listen, I know I'm not the only one that preparing for jail at home by himself in the dark, shutting the lights off, prepping like you in solitary. It all starts in the mind, Lambo. It all starts in the mind.
There's no real prep for jail.
Now, I do have some questions for you. I don't know if I'm going to start with the Lambo questions. I didn't have no wings yet. I think it might be an after 8 o'clock situation. Yeah. A friend of the show, Haitian G, is coming on the show a little bit after 8:30. He wants to promote his birthday party next week. And we also have, shout out to all the Haitian candidates who wanted to come on the show. That's a good look.
Yeah.
I don't know what memo's being passed around in the Haitian cabal.
Oh, that memo after the show, after the podcast.
But we have Marie-Livia Boger. She's a lawyer and activist and founder of the Legal Clinic on Montreal North. Shout out to her for founding the Legal Clinic in Montreal, because God knows we need it out there. They're trying to put cameras in the parks and everything. It's wild out there.
Oh, they're amazing. I did. I worked with Renzel on that one, actually, when they were raising money for the Legal Clinic. And what they're doing is absolutely amazing.
Listen, man, lawyer fees is expensive. People hitting me up. No for the jail mind tricks. Yes, you have to prepare for jail. Now, speaking about jail, let's do some hot topics. Let's get into it. It's a lot of stuff to get into this morning. My heart goes out to her. I don't know if she's going to do it. I really don't know. Brittany Griner sentenced to 9 years in Russian prison on drug charges. Now, some people are saying she shouldn't have pleaded guilty. There's so many stuff. There's so much stuff, right? So, so let me open up here. So, WNBA star Brittany Griner was sentenced to 9 years in Russian prison after being convicted on drug charges by Moscow court on Thursday. Listen, they called the Russian prisons the goulash. I don't even know what the hell that stands for. I do not want to go to no Russian prison for nothing.
It's hardcore. Let me tell you something. The jails out there are no joke, but I feel for her. And I think, well, first of all, with everything that's happening between Russia and the Ukraine, that should have been an indication that don't mess with Putin. Okay. That's number one. Number two, the issue at hand is that you're going to a foreign country. Listen, You want to smoke, you want to do your thing. You just take a chance getting there and finding somebody to get you your stuff. Don't carry it with you. You have to understand that when you're going into a different country and you're taking that chance, and people do that because they feel like they're not going to get caught. And unfortunately, she got caught. And now, do I think this sentence is absurd? Yes, it's absolutely absurd. Do I think the U.S. needs to intervene and get her out? 100%, because first of all, she's not going to survive in that jail if she stays there. I'm telling you, being a black woman and being there.
So I wonder, because in U.S. jails, they always talk about it. We have these country club jails. I've never heard that terminology used to refer to any Russian jail at all.
No.
So my thinking, there is no easy or country club kind of jail in Russia, right?
In Russia, it's like torture. They even have documentaries on it. They've had.
Seems very dim. It seems very good. Not a lot of lights.
No, it's really bad. It's like being in the hole in like an American jail. It's like being in the hole, like in solitary in the hole.
You know, it reminds me of X-Men. I don't know which Batman movie it was when Batman got stuck in that pit and he had to dig himself out of that pit. When I think about Russians, that's what I'm thinking about. And it was less than a gram of weed that she had. But you have to understand. Certain places, when I think about the world, I think about Russia, Thailand, Afghanistan, Iran. When I think about certain places in the world, I'm like, let me look up and see where their rules and regulations, because how can you travel just so, okay, I'm just going to go and just chill out.
No, you can't do that. Even traveling to the States, even when we drove across the border, there's a big sign that warns you, it may be legal here, and in certain states in the U.S. it's legal, but it tells you can't cross the border with any marijuana. So, like, if you're traveling with weed, it's like the signs are there. Don't take the chance. Like, how badly do you really need to smoke? How badly do you really need? You could probably find it in the country when you travel. There's always a hookup somewhere if you talk to the right people. But to take that risk and have it on you and be traveling with it, I'm sorry, she really messed up with that.
9 years is a long time.
That's a long time.
Like, I know she's going on. So these are options now. Attention now turn to a potential for a prisoner swap. So what they want to swap with the U.S., they call him the Merchant of Death.
Yeah, I know.
Sounds like a strong name.
Yeah.
So at what point, how do we kind of balance this out, right? Like, how do you kind of adjust to yourself? Okay, well, we have Brittany Griner, WNBA star, and we have this Merchant of Death. Now, she's an American citizen. He's a Merchant of Death. So it's like...
Yeah, he's really bad.
So she might have to take this one.
She might have to listen.
She might have to take this one, though. She might have put a little Kim on this.
Putin's dirty. He's going to do dirty things. Look what he did to Ukraine, okay? And, like, listen.
Well, Putin said this. And listen, Putin's like, listen, I'm Russia. Yeah. And if you, America, want to align yourself with the ops, which is Ukraine,
exactly,
we're not going to make this easy on you.
Exactly.
Yeah, Brittany Griner chose a horrible time to go to Russia. That's crazy.
I don't even know why I tell people, I'm like, I have family in Russia and I have family in the Ukraine. Right now is not the time. People are trying to leave, and now you're why are you going to Russia?
I don't know.
Why? There's so many other countries. There's so many Eastern European countries that are so much better. Why? It's like wanting to go for absolutely no reason to the Ukraine. It's war-torn right now. It's not the place to be right now.
And shout out to Russia. We're not trying to down on Russia. Russia's a beautiful place.
I'm half Ukrainian and half Belarusian, so this has nothing to do with it. My family grew up in Minsk, which is in Belarus.
This is not a good time, man. We got to pick better time to travel.
Seriously.
9 years is a long time. So... Nicki Minaj announced a documentary series.
Nicki
has teased her upcoming documentary series titled Nicki. Oh, man, she got real creative on that one. The Anaconda fame singer is yet to reveal the series release date. However, on social media, she knows they'll be releasing very soon. Man, I got so much thoughts about Nicki, man. Like, I don't know where you kind of picked up with Nicki. I picked up with Nicki from back when she was with Gucci and talking about putting this on the face and the shopaholic. I'm from that Nicki era. Everything after Monster, she kind of lost me. But I respect, an artist's creativity and growth and all that. When you're recording art, you want to try different things and all that. The newer version of Nicki hasn't really resonated with me. But I was researching. I was asking myself, is Nicki the greatest female rapper of all time?
No.
Who do you put above Nicki?
Listen, Nicki's amazing. Let me start off. I go all the way back to, I know her from the mixtape days. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And then I got to meet her through Wheezy when they came to Montreal to perform. And I guess that was her first main performance before the butt implants. It was the time that she was padding, and it was that whole big thing that was going on. I think she's an amazing rapper, but I'm like, Lil Kim, man, listen, I love me some Lil Kim. Okay.
I want you to stay right here because I knew you were going to say Lil Kim. Where do we kind of draw the line? Because I feel like culturally in hip hop, when you think about female rappers, I feel like we hold Lil Kim the way we regard Jordan. It's Cardi and Nicki the LeBrons to Nicki's Jordan. To Lil Kim's Jordan. 'Cause I feel like Nicki might have had more sales. I don't have the numbers here readily by me. She might have more sales. She might have more critically acclaimed. But for some reason, we hold on to Kim. And I want to ask you this morning, why do we hold on to Kim so much? 'Cause I know why I hold on to Kim is that poster. I'm still messed up from that lollipop poster.
It's her, Nicki has gone so commercial with the commercial appeal, trying to do the wigs, everything, but it's been done because Lil Kim did it. So you you copied and pasted, and it happened to work for you. However, the reason why the sales are bigger for Nicki is that Lil Kim was in the era of no social media.
Yeah.
If she was in the era of social media, trust me, she would have wiped out Cardi. She would have wiped out, she's right now, even with her doing her old tracks, she's killing them. Yeah. I want to see a freestyle battle between these women. I want to see a freestyle battle between Lil Kim and Nicki. She's going to knock Nicki out. I'm sorry. I love Nicki, though.
But Nicki got... I don't know to be so clear. That might be an interesting versus.
That would be an amazing versus. And then seeing Lil Kim go against Cardi and then Cardi against Nicki. That's the versus I want to see.
Okay. The Cardi, the Cardi thing got me perplexed. Cause Cardi's like Giannis. I know I'm using a lot of basketball references on you this morning, but I feel like Cardi's like Giannis on Tentikapupa. I can't even say his name. Cardi's nice, and I do understand people do ride for Cardi. I do like her energy and her fervor. I don't know, man. Nicki fans, the bars might say he might a little bit too early on that. Is it?
No,
has Cardi? I don't feel like Cardi has put down. Oh goddamn. I feel like Cardi's put down enough body of work.
Focus.
to go with Nicki just yet. I'm looking at Nicki. Nicki's like, come on now. She can't dance with me yet.
No, she can. That's why I want to see it, because of the fact that Cardi always has something to say. I want to see her take that challenge and do a versus with Nicki. I know Nicki can listen. Nicki's verses and her bars, the way she goes off. I'm not saying she's not. She's amazing.
Yeah.
But I really want to see that Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj versus and see who's gonna take it.
They should have like a versus all-star weekend. We do Nicki, Lil Kim on Friday.
Exactly.
We do Usher and Chris Brown on Saturday.
Yes.
And we can't even do Mystical anymore. Mystical's a filthy guy. A lot of people that we grew up with in the 2000s. You knew that? Okay, we'll get to that in a second. We'll get to that in a second.
Just saying.
Yo, I want you. Okay, I guess I have it here. I want you to pull up. Let's do the Neo. Let's do the Neo and Crystal Renee. Let's do the Neo.
Sorry, Crystal. Listen, I met her and she's such a sweetheart.
So the other day, I was listening to the JBB podcast, listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and Neo was on. Neo was talking about his music. I said, goddamn, Neo got some Grammys. I said, goddamn, Neo's winning for some great people. This guy's a great freaking dude. I love his albums. Yeah, his head's kind of funny, but who cares? He sings about love. Everybody works him. Beyonce works him. I said, Neo works. And a week later, are you gonna read what you have it here? If you click the link, you can read what she posts on there. So Crystal Renee Smith accused her husband Neo of cheating on her. I have a couple questions about celebrities and escorts, stuff like that. I think that's the way to go, but that's neither here nor there. Through an Instagram post, the wife of the famous American singer made an allegation about him on Sunday, which said, "I'm heartbroken and disgusted."
I'm disgusted for you.
I want to know what you're disgusted about. So let me give you guys, our listener, a little taste. He goes, 8 years of lies and deception.
Yes.
8 years of unknowingly sharing my wife and husband with numerous of women who sell their bodies to him unprotected. I said, hold on. Unprotected is one thing. You should have used some B condoms. But let's not shame the sex workers.
I don't shame sex workers. I don't care. I don't shame sex workers. But the whole thing is, he made the choice to go, so he's paying for it. So it's not these women's problem. But you're going and doing it unprotected. Meanwhile, you're having all these kids with Crystal. You're building a family. But I already knew something was wrong with him, with his first baby mom, with his ex-wife, when he told her to burn her tubes because he didn't want to have any more kids. And then a year later, he drops her and he starts messing with Crystal. Then marries her and then has kid after kid after kid. Like, she's pregnant. Like, I blink and she's pregnant.
Yo, listen. What's that movie in with Neo? Was it Stomp the Yard? Was that Stomp the Yard when he was dancing? Listen, my internet's not working today. What was that when he was dancing? He kept flipping his hat 3, 4, 5 different ways to hide his non-hairline. It's crazy.
He ugly. I'm sorry. He ugly, Crystal.
Boys, yes, Crystal was a really heartbroken thing. Yeah, so yeah. I would hate for this to go down like that. Like you're a celebrity and your wife breaks up with you via social media.
Good for him. Good, unprotected. Good for him, because when you do that kind of nonsense, you risk bringing stuff home to your wife. Okay.
No, yeah, I gotta be safe out there.
How would you like it? You know, we need to reverse the role. How would you like it if people were just pumping and dumping in his wife raw,
shooting up the club crazy?
But that's what I'm saying. How would you like that?
Unless you guys know Montreal, I say this is a mature morning show. Shout out to all our listeners out there in Crystal Lake, New Jersey, Connecticut, the greater New York area, Albany, New York. I see you.
Brooklyn, I see you.
we got to put that little disclaimer this morning. Look, a disclaimer. You brought up. I want to just tail back. I know this is something more for detour after that, but I think it's important that we still cover this conversation this morning. When Crystal got with him, she took him from the ex-wife, right?
No, he left her already, and they were like, he left her already. There was a whole thing. It kind of like, the Alicia Keys Swiss Beats. Oh, you were still together. No, they were not together. She was on her own. She was a professional. She's still a professional chef. She's actually an amazing chef. So she's got her own thing going on.
Yeah, Alicia wasn't playing with Swiss though.
Alicia was playing. I'm her best friend. Listen.
Boy, what does that B2K? What is Amaya coming out with this docu-series? I need this thing like yesterday. I don't know what's going on at all the theme parks right now. Like, first of all, Sesame Place. First of all, I didn't even know there was a Sesame Place. Now Disneyland. So parent expresses concern after Rapunzel. And wasn't Rapunzel a black character? Am I wrong? Is Rapunzel not a black character?
Rapunzel originally was a white character, the girl with the long blonde hair, and they tried to make her a black character a few times, which they should have, because she wouldn't have been shading the little black children at the park. You see what happens?
So Rapunzel seemingly ignores black children at Disneyland. A concerned father has shared a video of children's recent visit to Disneyland with their grandmother. Granny's trying to take the little grandkids out for a good time.
Yeah.
She can't even take them on peace. In the video, Rapunzel seemingly ignores the only black children in a crowd of guests. So the children run over to Rapunzel as soon as they spot her, and the grandma tells them they need to, get in line. The character attendant can be heard clearly advising the grandma that there's no line and they're just walking around. Yeah. Still, the princess is seen taking photos of everybody else except for the black kids. Like,
I watched it.
Like we were on the little podcast last week, and I get Stephen Charles's point. Like, what we not going to go to these places. These are like isolated incidents. But when they start popping up more and more, you start to ask yourself, like, is there like an active cabal against the black children at these theme parks?
There must be, because it's not making any sense. It's like one Sesame Street, now Disneyland. It's like, what's going on? And you can't, like we talked about it, you can't tell your kids, we're just not going to go anymore. They don't understand. They watch this on television. They want to go see their favorite characters. So you can't just say, no, we're not going to go. They're like, but I want to go, because then you look like a bad parent. So Disneyland.
We can't escape racism anywhere. It's horrible. You can't even go to the theme park with your kids. It's expensive to theme. I'll be tight. I would have fought. I would have been in jail already. God damn it. I
already said it. I would have been scrapping. I would have pulled that costume head off. We would have had to see who's underneath that mascot. I would have been in jail. My husband would have bailed me out. Then I would have went back after them, been back in jail.
And I'd be curious too, like, how do they get these costumes on? I've always wanted to do that for like one day, be a character. I want to be like Lito or Stitch, be a character at Disneyland. You have to really get into character when you do these jobs.
Yeah, you do. The heads come off easy though. I'm just saying.
Well, listen, you seem to know LAMBO. You and your 19 lives. You might, for those that don't know, LAMBO's a secret agent on the low.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start warming up those wings just now. After 8 o'clock, it's gonna be a Wingfield morning show here. Now, unless you have LAMBO money, this will not be for you. Genius Marketing. Twitter reacts to Balenciaga new $1,790 trash pouch. Are you guys looking out for the trash pouch? Listen, I could have gone to the Metro. I gone to whatever the name of the aisle is, got some garbage bags, some Glad, and called this a day. Put Balenciaga on the side.
I can't.
How stupid are people? Like, how stupid are people? Because they sold us the shirt with the holes, right?
They did.
They resold us the dad shoes, which is the Nike Monarch is one of the most selling Nike shoes of all time.
And the dirty jeans. The dirty jeans.
The dirty jeans are horrible. I hate all the baggy jeans. Okay. I hate feeling like I'm in the Wonder Years, the 1980s edition. I hate all of that.
No, but literally jeans with dirt on them. They were selling. Balenciaga did that. So
what are you talking about?
No, I swear.
They did jeans with dirt
on it. What I'm trying to say is that, okay, listen, I own Louis Vuitton. I buy a lot. I have Chanel. I have all that. I have it all. I loved Balenciaga, and I stopped. I stopped when this nonsense started happening, because even as a designer and as a consumer, why are you buying this? To say what? You have a Balenciaga trash bag? Why? It makes no sense. And this is where even at the end of the day, and by the way, it's plastic and it's considering they're supposed to be going sustainable.
Yeah.
That just doesn't work. Number one. Number two, who's going to buy it? There's going to be some idiot who's going to buy it.
It comes in 3 colors, black, blue, and white, and it's $1,800.
Listen, if you go and buy this thing, listen, I can't even.
It's called the 22 collection Balenciaga trash pouch.
Yeah, for 2022 collection. I don't want to hear nothing about it. It's $1,700, almost $1,800 for a listen, you want a trash bag? I will get you a trash bag and I will stand on the street. I will sign it. I will sell it for you. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I was about to call sales. Say, yo, we trying to get these trash bags or what?
You know?
So where am I going with the trash pouch? And where's the Balenciaga logo on it so people know this is the Balenciaga trash pouch?
It's probably on the inside.
Listen, I don't care how much money we get in life, bro. I'm not spending $1,800 on a trash pouch.
No.
Well, tell me how you feel about this. After months, Will Smith offers fresh apology for Oscar slapping new video. So actor Will Smith issued a fresh apology for slapping comedian Chris Rock at the Oscars in March in a new YouTube video on Friday. So in the video title, "It's Been a Minute," Smith addresses a number of questions and says he reached out to Rock, but the message that came back is that he isn't ready to talk. And when he is, who's that?
Diana.
Okay, perfect.
Lemonade, Bandit Mom.
And when he is, we will reach out. So during the Academy Award broadcast in March, Smith stormed the stage, slapped Rock in the face, and swore at him after the comedian who was introducing the nominees for Best Documentary Feature joked about Smith's wife's bald head, suggesting actor Jada Smith looked like G.I. Jane. It was a good joke.
Listen.
So where do you land on this? People's like, Chris Rock should forgive Will Smith. We all make mistakes. For me, I'm from the hood. I don't know. I saw Chris Rock get up, walk across stage at the Oscars, and slap the dude.
Well, let me tell you something about that. First of all, it's great he apologized a little too late, but at the end of the day, that was a PR move, okay? Everything. Did you notice the sign behind him? Even there's a lot of PR things. I want people to go back to that video because I studied PR. There's very strategic placements. There's a specific sign that talks about togetherness, and there's even the way he's sitting, even the way his body language is. His PR people told him what to do, what to say, how to say it. You can see somebody's there with a card. It's all there. The whole room was a setup.
In the apology?
In the apology.
Oh,
go look at the room.
Yeah,
it's a full setup.
It has to be right.
So at the end of the day, do I believe it's heartfelt? There's a yes and no situation. I believe personally that Jada is a narcissistic abuser. I'm going to call it out, okay?
Oh, I'm going to say, yeah, she's toxic.
Yeah, no, she's very toxic. And he should leave her. And that's the reason why I personally believe that we shouldn't put the blame solely on him. Yes, he did the action, but when somebody's being mentally manipulated, we need to put the blame on her too, because I find that she's getting off too easy in the situation. Let's put some pressure on the abuser, the narcissistic abuser that seems to want to get away with everything. And I can't stand her. Yeah,
but society, especially in these kind of circumstances, society is not really at the point where it's like, okay, you know what? We're going to point. Unless you're Amber Heard, I don't feel like we're at a place where we could be like, okay, Jada Smith is toxic, and women are going to be like, okay, we back that. Because they see the red table, they see the open conversation. They're like, oh, she's a great person.
No,
I said, no, look at entanglement property. Look at the mental stress and trauma that Will's under. And it's so absurd for people to think that a black man could be under mental trauma.
No,
or he could be abused by his wife.
But look at it. You want to talk about red table talk? You know when I stopped watching it? I stopped watching it when she did the interview with her husband and she's berating and belittling him in the bedroom, belittling, his manhood. That is when I stopped watching the show, because I watched it before and there were little, things and signs of things I didn't really like. But I was like, let me support this amazing red table talk. It's open vulnerability. Yeah. But when she berated her husband and talked about her, entanglement and everything else,
I felt uncomfortable.
I said, you know what? This man looked uncomfortable. She was disrespecting her husband. That is pure narcissistic abuse. And I'm not here for it. I will not sign up for it. This woman is nasty. She's worse than Amber Heard. Okay. And she's getting away with it. And the only reason why is because people are not calling her. There's a few people that did call her out after the slap happened. They said, look at the pressure that Jada put on Will. That was a pressure slap. It was wrong, but it was a pressure slap. We need to look at Jada. She's dead wrong for the things that she's been doing. Yeah, she's a narcissistic abuser. Look at the signs. It's all there. Will Smith should leave her. Honestly, just leave her. That abuse, listen.
No, I definitely agree.
Leave her. She's grimy.
I love to see Will with like somebody like J-Lo.
But she's already married.
No, whoever he did that movie with, the blonde chick he did that movie with, where he's like this con artist.
Yeah.
Yo, that looked real believable. He looked he was in love with her. That looked real believable to me.
Maybe there was something going on.
Go,
Call her up.
They said there things going on, but just tail back. So Chris Rock responded a little bit, and he goes, everybody's trying to be an effing victim. If everybody claims to be a victim, then nobody will hear the real victims. Rock said, even me getting smacked by Sug you call him Sug Smith. I went to her the next day. I got kids. Now I get where he's coming. Like Will Smith smacked Chris Rock, and now he's trying to play it as if, oh my gosh, my bad. I'm sorry I did it. I didn't mean to do it. I'm like, bro, you smacked another grown man.
Yeah, you did.
You gotta do all the soft and pretend like you're the victim at this point.
On live television. You did it on live television during the Academy Awards and made the Black community look messed up, that we can't go anywhere nice. We can't go to white folk stuff, like you could have pulled them aside and said something. But on the other end, I've gone through narcissistic abuse where it's like constantly under you. So imagine when, as a man, I'm not a man, but as a man, I'm asking you now, is if somebody puts so much pressure on you, is making you look like a punk in a situation and pushing you and pushing you and pushing you for months and months and years and going, and then you're put in the situation where this comedian is making fun of your woman, your wife, and you've been put under all, and she gives you that look like you're not going to do something after she's been punking you for years on her show, off the show, on air, off air. How would you feel that pressure to now everybody's watching?
It would have been a mountain volcano, and everything is always magnified when you're in the public eye, right? Yo, after that red table, that we spoke about, I felt highly uncomfortable for Will Smith, because what sucks about I feel one of the pitfalls of social media now is that we have so much access to see our celebrities way beyond the depth and scope that we normally were able to see them. Yeah. So for us growing up with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, we're like, yo, Will was this cool guy. He got all the girls. He wore Jordans in every episode. And boy, have these last couple of years kind of like took away some of that shine off that armor a little bit, right? Man, Jada took his balls and like threw it in her back pocket. Like, it's so crazy. Munch on my city, keep a lock. Hopefully they have fixed the antenna by now. Keep a lock. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook, The Morning Detour. When we come back, we'll do some quick local and international news. We have Ayana coming up. Ayana got some things on her mind. You can't even sell lemonade in peace in this country. I tell you. It's The Morning Detour. Keep it locked. It's the Mighty CKT 98.3 FM.
Y'all about to find out who I am.
It's the real Stefano. It's about to get real in here.
It's the Morning Detour Show.
You're mad, come rewind, girl, I get the money if you make you mine. If you're loving every night, you make you mad. Now only you give me love and make me nice, nice. I feel make you mine. Girl, I love you, plus I never make you minus. If I let you smoke it, you gon' lose my lighter. If you paranoid, then I'ma spend the night. I get loving every day. Diamond eyes on you, my money I go pay. For your love I go pay. It ain't making my DJs on. I feel this for you every day. When you call, run it back on replay. For your love I go pay. For your love I go play. Make a psycho, make a traffic psycho. Baby, every night say I go drive me strong. Baby, every dirty don't they make me mad. Make you sing to the mic. My girl, you are that looking in your eyes. Show you many things you can utilize. If I say I love you, then I'll tell you like so. Show you everything when I get to my true that make you utilize. Yeah, the one we taste the way go revive. Give you many things we could they make you dance. I'll make you back up to the stand the mic. It's phone and he never call you back. You should leave him. Let me put some money in your bag. You don't need what I mean is if he do you bad or easy. It ain't where you been, girl, it's where you at. Where you at? I love you every day. Diamond eyes on you, my money I go pay. For your love I go pay. It ain't making money. the days on. I feel every day. When you go for the back on me play. For your love I go pay. For your love I go pay.
Y'all about to find out who I am. It's the real Svetlana.
It's about to get real in here.
It's the Morning Detour show.
There's only one more chaser. Nobody's this hyped this early. They say I'm on drugs. But my only drug is hip hop. Love this life. It's the Morning Detour on the mighty CKT 90.3 FM. Oh yeah. Oh. Yo, hold up. How did you know? Yo, when I put this one in the folder, I was like, yo, I'm gonna tell Maddie, I'm gonna do the news on it. How do you know? Wow. How did you know? Montreal, my city, welcome back to the Morning Detour. We're here with the featured presentation. The Nigerian princess, the Lambos, the doors only go up. Lambos in the building. I want to do a little bit of news here real quick. And a lot of melee going on in the city. I want to start. So the nurses are talking back now. So we can't be afraid to talk. Young Montreal nurses call out mistreatment of indigenous patients. So a group of young nurses and their professors say they need to speak out about the mistreatment of indigenous patients they've witnessed within Montreal's healthcare system, particularly involving people experiencing homelessness. In Montreal, we have about 75,000 homeless people. Crazy winters we have here. So we've seen the woman die a while back there, indigenous woman.
Like 2 years ago, I think.
We saw them dig up bodies across the country.
Yep.
They got real quiet about that in recent months. The Pope came, he did an apology. Nobody want to talk about that.
No.
You know. So here we are. The only people that's treated worse than black people are indigenous people.
Yeah, they are.
It's filthy. Francophones act as if they were born on this continent. Like, why is that continent never highlighted? Whenever I watch Radio Canada, whenever I watch TV and all these guys, they were talking about this. C'est notre ville, c'est notre province.
It's not.
I don't know. My great history told me that Jacques Cartier and them dudes came over here a little bit. I don't know.
Let me tell you something.
I know.
They don't talk about their history.
Okay, just answer me this. Were the indigenous people, were the Aboriginal people here on this province before the French Francophone white people came from France?
Yes.
Okay.
Go back into your history.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know. So there's a lot of appropriation going on.
There's a lot of appropriation.
You know, I like to say words longer than 10 letters. So the nurses are speaking out because enough is enough.
Yeah.
Listen, how much things are the nurses dealing with? They're, dealing with like social unrest, which is what I call this.
Yeah.
They're dealing with this COVID thing.
Yeah.
They're underpaid.
Yeah. Overworked.
Yeah, they're burning out crazy. Man, it's crazy. They describe a lack of access to rape kits, language issues, and seeing an injured man being dropped on the ground.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the hospitals. I know a lot of nurses. My future daughter-in-law is
no, she didn't get signed to the team yet. She didn't get signed to the team yet. She still got some vetting process. We'll see what she's about tomorrow at your barbecue. We'll see what she's about. We'll pull back some layers, do a little background check on her. Let's mix up a little bit. So let me get your thoughts on this, Lambo. A specific form of anti-black racism. Scholars want Canadian apology for slavery. So there's this common misconception, people have this idea that, Canada's this Pacific country, and we are kind of laid back in a ways, but we're very much alike like the States, and this idea that we're not is kind of ludicrous, right? There were slaves in Canada. Like, everyone seems to think there was no slaves in Canada. There were slaves in Canada.
There's a lot of history behind it too. When you go to Nova Scotia, there's tons of history when it comes to slavery here.
Nova Scotia's our dirty south. Shout out to the White Sharks. So more than a year after Canada proclaimed August 1st as Emancipation Day, there wasn't a lot of big hoopla or flair about this Emancipation Day on Monday. It was very undertone. Did Google even change their home screen for this? I don't know.
I don't think so.
So black leaders and scholars are renewing their calls for Ottawa to make a formal apology for the country's history of slavery and its intergenerational harms. So author Elise Harding Davis said Sunday that the federal government vote last March to recognize Emancipation Day shows Canadian leaders know that the country's history of slavery has caused generational harm to black people, but nobody in Quebec will admit it.
No, of course not. Quebec says we have no systemic racism. They're not going to admit this. Come on, Weezy.
So to ignore years of calls for a proper apology is shameful, she said. An apology would mean in recognition of the fact that we were enslaved in this country, Hardin Davis said in the interview. It would also be an amelioration of the harsh treatment Black people have received and the validation that we have honestly contributed not only to this country, but to the making of this country, which nobody wants to talk about either.
No.
People make it seem like, Black people just came. No one talks about us in the fur trade. We were on the boats with the man them. We're on them doing the deals with the furs. We were there.
Yeah. No.
I'm pretty sure you can't build Hudson Bay without niggas.
Listen, you can't do nothing without niggas.
Anybody want to talk about it? Anybody want to talk about it? Let's switch to a little bit of entertainment news. Quavo and Takeoff announced show as Migos with an offset. What's going on with these dudes, man? Is the Migos done, bro? They've been moving funny for a couple months now.
Very shifty.
They move Offset. They send Offset back to Lagos. So you like the big bum African girls. Go over there and do your thing, homie. We good. Chris Brown defends $1,000 meet and greet price tag. So Chris Brown appears to be exhausted with people complaining that he charged $1,000 for a meet and greet with fans, as many have voiced concerns about the extravagant price. Listen, people want to spend $1,000 to do the meet and greet. He said for 7 years he hasn't done meet and greet. Yeah. He said, I'm offering my fans a chance for memories that can last a lifetime.
He's trying to make that money. Okay.
Listen, you can do anything. You can hug him. You can do anything. The pictures are, you can do anything.
I saw the pictures. They're ridiculous.
Yeah, you can bend over. You can do what you want for $1,000. Beyonce removes Kelly's sample on Energy. Yo, that Beyonce album's pretty dope, man.
That is. It really is.
It sounds like vacay music to me. I like it.
I like it.
So it looks like Beyonce is doing right by Cuz after the milkshake singer claimed the lemonade designer had no soul. Cuz she be pointing on kind of taking
it's because she wants to be. I told you she wants to be relevant. That's the reason why she came out, because she wants to be relevant. She forgets that Pharrell owns the copyright to that song. So Beyonce said, you know what? I'm not gonna be about this. Like, see how I do? I don't like the drama. You're gonna give me drama. I cut you off. I clip your rings. Leave me the hell alone. She did the same thing. So done with her.
DJ man, is this 1999, 2001 sales? Back people on this. When was that run with like Mystical and Kells and those guys? Was that 99, 2000? When was Fiesta?
You went Fiesta.
I'm dying to play Fiesta. I might play some Fiesta today. We might get super filthy. They're not even playing us on FM anyway. So rapper Mystical, Danger, get on the floor. He's busted again on rape and false imprisonment charges. How do you get involved in false imprisonment?
Not surprised.
Who are you locking up? What's wrong with Mystical?
Everything.
Apparently.
I met him in New Orleans back years ago. There's a lot wrong with him.
His name is Michael. A lot of guys named Michael be somewhat on the spectrum. So Michael Mystical Tyler, 51, was arrested on first-degree rape. What the hell is first-degree rape? See, certain niggas like myself, we don't know these charges. I'm never going to know this. I'm not going to a Russian jail. I practice being in the jail in my house. But I'm not going to actual jail. Yo, they give you one sandwich. The bathroom alone, my OCD about the bathroom will mess me up about prison alone. So the hip hop, so he's doing first degree rape, robbery, false imprisonment, domestic abuse, battery and strangulation. Yeah, that's a charge. Strangulation. You can just get charged with strangling a chick.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you're trying to strangle the life out of her. Well, yeah, you're gonna get charged, as you should.
See, I don't know about all of these toxic behaviors.
He's very toxic. He's always been toxic with women. The first time I met him, he was toxic. He tried it with me. I'm like, listen, you finally. He's 51 years old.
He's 51.
Finally.
So the hip hop star could face a life sentence if convicted of the rape charge.
Good.
So what? Yo, we just gonna start like this hip hop wing, right? So this is gonna be like Mystical, R. Kelly. You goddamn.
Yeah, let's just do it.
I don't know who else they're gonna put in there.
They're gonna create an album in jail.
I don't know who else they're gonna put in there, man. Much of my city, keep it locked, man. It's the Morning Detour. Hey, man, I got some questions. You know what? Actually, one question here. We have a game here. I'll move around with it here. It's called Keeping It Real with Svetlana.
Oh, go ahead. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I didn't even read this at the time. Yeah, shout out to Maggie for putting it together. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this randomly. So, what's the worst thing a man can do to try and get a woman's attention? What are some of the moves you laugh at?
The thirst trapping, number one. The ones that want to come up to you.
Yeah, my shirt's open. So what? Yeah. You will see all these muscles.
No.
I'm in the gym 5 days a week for 4 hours. You're going to see these muscles. I'm sick and tired of you girls. I'm out here working out.
If we're in a club and you just walk, that's thirst.
It's hot in the club. Yeah,
thirst trapping, I don't like. The assumption that you're going to buy me a bottle and think that I'm going to go home with you.
You look thirsty. I don't know.
Okay.
A bottle could, I don't know.
The cheesy lines. The cheesy lines. I used to get, you've been, your legs must be tired. You've been running through my mind. Like, stop.
Men have really said that
yes,
in public?
Yes, in public.
So what do you respect? A man just come and say, listen, man, I think you're gorgeous. I'd like to buy you a drink.
Yes.
I know a little bit more about you.
Straight up.
I know a little bit more about
That's
you.
it. Straightforward. All that other BS, nonsense, I can't, it makes my stomach hurt. It makes me want to throw, and I usually laugh. When I was single, that's what I did. I laughed at them, like, please stop. I used to tell, please just stop. Go away. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. I'll buy you a bottle. You look thirsty.
Yeah, I was saying some of these questions around here. These seem like some 8:45 kind of questions.
So you could ask me at 8:45, but keep it real.
Okay. What's your advice to women on the best place to meet men?
Not in a club. Not in a club. The best place to meet men. Oh my goodness. You know what? There's no good place to meet men because you never know what you're gonna get.
Oh, but, you don't know? I'll tell you.
No, but keep away from the bars, the clubs. If you want to meet a man with substance, go to places that actually, men go to golf clubs. Go to the after parties for like Wall Street dudes, and if that's the places you want to go meet people, go into, if you're in New York, Wall Street, golf clubs. You'll meet somebody who's actually about something business, because you never know who you're going to meet in a club. You meet somebody, baby girl, I drive. When they start telling you, I drive a Rolls Royce, he probably living in it with his Pepsi can necklaces, because he's leasing the vehicle. So that's not the place. Dating apps, listen, I've heard horror stories. I've personally never been on them or dating sites. However, I've heard some really bad horror stories.
No, I'm not good at none of that stuff either. Yeah, listen, you said all that and then say Whole Foods. I think Whole Foods is a good place.
There's some weird people. I go to Whole Foods. There's some weird people in Whole Foods.
You start looking what the dude's at Whole Foods. He's eating healthy. His body fat index is in the right place. You know what I'm saying? His skin's going to be great.
Ever watch American Psycho?
Yeah, of course I watch
There you go.
Whole Foods.
Whole Foods niggas. No, I'm telling you. Something ain't right when they just eating too clean. Too clean. Something is wrong. And that's why I told you the last time when Sabi was here and I said, you know what? I go look in the person's medicine cabinet, not to be nosy. That's what I used to do when I was single. I want to know the level of what I'm dealing with. Because I need to know, do I stay or do I run from a nigga that got some skeletons? I don't play that shit.
Oh man,
I like my life.
We got so much questions for you, man. We're gonna start warming up these wigs, man. It's Lambo Day, man. We celebrate the greatest Lambo. She turned 35 on Monday. Yeah, right. She's a Nigerian princess. We are straight out of Lagos. I'm so excited to do a show from Africa in a little bit. Coming up, it's about to get. Listen, I'm gonna do the disclaimer right now. The views in the opinion expressed by myself, Weezy Muchis and Lambo and Yana, it's solely that of us. It does not reflect upon CKT or the McGill University. Boy, the mom of the Lemonade Kids is on the show here.
Yeah.
We're going to get mixy here.
It's going to get mixy soon.
We might have the filthiest cops in the province. No, not in the province, in the whole damn country.
Yeah, we do.
I'll tell you, man. Can't even sell lemonade in peace, man.
No, poor children.
Shout out to everybody, man, facing MS, multiple I can't even say it, multiple sclerosis.
Yeah.
It's a lot of letters in that shit. Trust me, man. It's a real disease. This shit don't play. Keep it locked, man. We got Ayana coming up next, man. It's the Morning Detour. It's the mighty CKT 90.3.
That's right, baby.
It's about to get real in here.
It's the Morning Detour Show.
I know you wanna see me in a hurry. Tell me to listen, no story. Oh, to bless you with what you want. Oh, yeah. Good is always the purpose. Without it, you start to get nervous. It's never a problem to give you more. No. Tell me where you wanna meet. Is it at the beach? You can smell that summertime. We can get it on the sand when it's getting late. As long as we ease your mind. How do you want me up on it? I'll still go to the morning. It's not a problem to give you more. You know, pull up in no time. Pull up right inside. side. Pull up on you, pronto. You know I pull up in no time. Pull right inside. Pull up on you, pronto. Yeah.
Body looking good, you push and flex to the beach. Watch me show up there and bring you sex to the beach. Did it on your own, and girl, that's sexy to me. Got them 5-star suites where I press your physique. Place the boot to count, I need some space for my mom. Dressing up at home, I take you away from the drum. Got you new bikinis like they wear bombs. Ain't no feeling like this feeling, I can fly with your mom. I'm a big vendetta, I don't fly with the drama. If you test my lady, you gon' test my bones. Little Evie, that's my Bonnie, she gon' hide that body. That's why we step in the club like we don't know nobody. You don't say sorry in the summer, cause you don't give a fuck, don't care if they love you. Girl, just know I'm on the way. Speeding to you, baby, you don't even have to wait.
Pull up in no time. Pull right inside. Pull up on you, pronto. You know I pull up in no time. Pull right inside. Pull up on you, pronto. Yeah. On you, pronto. Yeah.
When I drink from your water, give me a call. I ain't just wanna sip, I'm tryna steal your love. I'm guilty of it. I don't give a shit about who telling all our business. When I'm feeling it, when I'm feeling it, kissing it and turning to another. Yeah, girl, I fuck with a attitude. Angry and you're dangerous. It's on my heart, cause your body controlling me. It don't matter now. And I know you see the same bitch. Nobody gon' change how we live. Nobody gon' change how I feel about you. I want to do whatever you want. Freaky for you. Show me what you're into. Oh, yeah, you just blow my mind. Yeah. Blow my mind. Girl, you just
Y'all about to find out who I am.
It's the real Svetlana. It's about to get real in here.
The Morning Detour Show.
There's only one more chaser. Nobody's this hyped this early. They say I'm on drugs.
But my only drug is hip hop.
You love this life. It's the Morning Detour on the Mighty CKT 91.3 FM. Hey. You gotta fix the things. Montreal, my city, 8:08 in the morning. Lambo's in the building. It's Lambo Day.
And nothing's working. Not be juju.
We gotta warm up the wings. After this segment, I'm getting my wings filled up in my cup. Yes, the drama. One of the biggest stories nationwide. If you never knew, we had the most filthiest police in the country. If you never knew, our city was so divided, it's crazy. You would think you moved to the suburbs of the West Island and your kids could have a lemonade stand, a little megaphone, you know what I mean?
Nope.
Trying to raise funds for a good cause. Multiple sclerosis, you think you can reach out to people a little bit. Then an adult approaches the kids aggressively. Who approaches kid aggressively in this day and age?
It was one of the neighbors.
One of the neighbors.
Shame on them. I wish they would come up.
We gotta do a whole show about neighbors because neighbor etiquette's getting out of hand. You got some wild neighbors as well.
Got racist neighbors.
A lot of neighbors be feeling themselves.
Too much.
We gotta go back to hood rules. start waking up, your lawn start looking different. You know what I mean? Your carport will start looking different.
That's right.
So the hardest story in the land right now. We had two kids selling lemonade a couple days ago in the West Island, and I guess an adult felt that they were screaming too loud on the megaphone. And called the police. The police came and the police acted really a little bit disgusting. Well, you know, they acted as it told how they normally do.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I want to hear the story fresh from the mother. So we have Ayana Partouche Massa. Did I say it right?
Good morning. Yes.
Did I get you right in there?
Absolutely.
Okay, so now I got you all tuned in here. So walk me through this story. Well, first of all, welcome to the Morning Detour, and thank you for taking time out of your morning to come down.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me, guys. I'm really honored to be here.
So what's going on? You have two children, Ariel and Ness, 8 and 11.
I do. I have 3 children. I have Hennessy as well, who is going to be 20 years old.
So Hennessy was too cool to be selling lemonade. She wasn't ready to
Hennessy is in Israel on the beach.
Okay.
Selling lemonade.
Okay, flexing. She's in Israel. Okay, getting back in touch with the roots. So, you know, you would think, listen, man, I saw the story. It's like, look at these two young brothers, man. Enterprising entrepreneurs trying to make a little change for a good cause. It wasn't even for themselves.
No.
It wasn't even to buy some roadblocks.
No, and they're so sweet. They're such darlings. I had the opportunity of spending some time with them. They're absolute sweethearts.
They are the light of my life, and I am so lucky to share them with the world right now. I think they brought such a beautiful light and so much hope to people in a time where everybody's struggling with this crazy pandemic. You know, people struggle with mental health, people struggle with depression, people struggle with job loss. I mean, it's been such an insane time for the world. And to have these 2 little boys who just brought so much light and love and hope. I mean, I am at the point right now where I'm like, I need someone to do social media because 3,500 messages that I'm not able to get to. I mean, the love has been incredible. The 2%, the hate has been crazy. I mean, I've had people tell me I should go kill myself, that I am not sick, that I'm using my kids to make money. But I really think that it's such an important thing to be here, to be able to really put a spotlight on what these kids have done. Because unfortunately, with what's happened, you know, with the police, and it's become a political issue, and they're trying to dim the light of these 2 beautiful souls that really have made a change. And that's what I tell my boys. I'm like, do you guys realize the change that you are bringing into this world? And I want to say, you know, I'm 39 years old. I'm a mother of 3 children. It's not my first rodeo. You know, I'm a mother of 3 children of color. My daughter is a beautiful Black woman who I've always taught, you are going to stick up for yourself. You are going to be proud of who you are, proud of your roots. And I think that as a mother who always led by example for her kids, to go through something like that, I have no choice but to not remain silent. And there are a lot of great cops in this world. The problem is the system. We are stuck in a systemic problem. And so, you know, it's like enough is enough. People are afraid to be politically incorrect. And so let's not be politically correct this time.
No, you're in the right place.
Absolutely.
You're in the right place. So we're going to call out a couple people. So So let's get to the crux of the story, and I want to get your take on it. So your two boys were outside selling lemonade. They're trying to raise funds for multiple sclerosis. You were diagnosed about 2 years ago.
Correct.
So great. So they weren't trying to raise, and even if they were, I've been to many neighborhoods where kids are selling lemonade.
Yeah.
And there's never a cause attached to it.
That is what I said. I said, had my boys been raising with lemonade, $1 lemonade, mind you, to buy a PS5.
That's a good price right there.
Listen, let's just say that.
Did you make some lemonade this morning? We have a rule on the show. If you make food or juice, you got to bring a sample to the show.
Let me tell
DJ
you.
Manny's a big thirsty guy, huh?
Let me tell you, DJ Manny, I am going to quench your thirst this morning because I am bringing that lemonade. It's gonna be verbal lemonade because we gotta be honest.
Okay. So we'll get to. Well, I'm gonna line you up. You tell the story. The boys sell lemonade. Do you know the gentleman that came up to them that felt? So they're on the megaphone.
The gentleman,
correct?
Not a gentleman.
I'm gonna let you go, Lambo. You always the spicy one here. This is the advocate. I don't have advocate attached to my name. So an adult came up to your kids.
Yes, and I have to say that in the media, it's been reported that he's a neighbor. We have been in our home for the past 3 years. We have the most wonderful neighbors. Yeah. This is not a neighbor. This is someone that we have never seen in the past 3 years. And, Lord help us. I mean, I did not tell him very politely. I mean, he called my kids little motherfuckers.
What?
Yeah. Little motherfuckers.
In front of their face?
My 8 and 11-year-old who's autistic. My 11-year-old has autism. He was born at 1 pound. His name is Ness because in Hebrew it means miracle.
He was born at what?
1 pound, 2 ounces.
I have the picture.
You got a kid could survive like that? I've never heard that in my life.
Exactly.
That's why his name is Ness. Miracle baby.
You having miracle babies over there.
Absolutely.
You definitely God's child. Oh, that's crazy. You definitely God's child. Beautiful.
Thank you.
So right there, I was disgusted. We didn't get to the police yet. What I don't understand, how come a fully grown adult feels comfortable? And someone's talking about feels comfortable.
Listen, I don't know. Maybe they take, the wheelchair or the walker for a weakness. But the thing that happens is that essentially you say whatever you want about me. You say whatever you want about my husband, who's an incredible human being as well.
Yes.
Even mention my children. It's like, it's like the rainbow colors start coming up.
You want the smoke, right?
And, funny enough, come to me and tell me, bitch, turn off the megaphone. And be like, you know what? You're really miserable. Yeah. But there's a way to speak to people. Don't ever speak to my children. Ever in life. Like it's not even an option that should be feasible in your mind. So he essentially, this is 10:45-ish in the morning, shows up on my lawn and I'm seeing this guy, like he is rushing. And I'm like, Lord, look at the Gazette. I mean, the Gazette made a beautiful article. Shout out to Robin Delacorte, who,
you was pressed.
I was like, he needs his lemonade like now. He is so in a rush. And this is a gentleman, to be nice, who is probably, if I have to guess, probably like in his mid-60s. Okay. So you're talking about somebody who knows, and if he didn't know then, he knows now, that's for sure. But I think that, I'm thinking this guy really wants his lemonade, and it really is the city's best lemonade. And so when he gets on the lawn, he puts his hands up and he's like, you little motherfuckers, I'm going to shut you down. So I looked at him, I said, get the fuck off my property. I'm going to call the cops. Let me just say that I'm sure you guys saw the story. Yeah. This poor man, God rest his soul, waited 11 hours for the ambulance and ended up passing away because nobody came. Let me tell you, the police were there within 15 minutes for them lemonade bandits, aka my children that I gave birth to. And so I get it. You get a complaint, you have to show up. Great. You show up, you see that there's nothing criminal happening. You see these two amazing boys who are doing something for someone else but themselves, who are doing something so selfless and so incredible. And they're lifting up not only the community, but thanks to the police right now, they're lifting up the whole world. Yeah. And so to try to dim that light. So you see that, I mean, they don't have no Glocks on them or nothing, right? They're selling lemonade and it is not spiked. I just want to specify. So now So now your common sense should kick in and be like, you know what? We came, we saw, and we shall retreat.
My issue here that I have, because I'm reading the statement, you told the officer, look, I'll pay the fine. Oh, I'm not giving you a fine. You think because you're in a wheelchair, you're above the law. Let me tell you something. Can I have the officer's name? And is he from Station 3?
He is from Station 3.
Do you have the officer's name? Because I'm going to call him up. So whoever's at Station 3, first of all, the mayor of Roxborough needs to start doing something rather than just going for photo ops. Because let me tell you something. That's all he does, okay? That's all he does. When something comes up, he says, I'm going to take care of it. I've met him. I shook his hand once. I'm like, I'm going to take care of it. You do nothing but come for photo ops. You're actually doing nothing for the community. And the municipality of Roxborough needs to have, another mayor step in. So you need to really understand when you're voting who you're voting for. So I have a problem with this. Let me see this officer's name back.
I want to say something just to add to what you just said. So the day after, which we're going to get back to the actual story, but when the cameras were on my lawn and it was looking like, it was looking like a red carpet, really. Yeah. The mayor showed up with a huge smile and he was like, I want to help the community and I'm going to help you. And you call me. I mean, we were sure to get you call me because the camera is right there, right? Yeah. I just want to say right off the bat, I never got a call, not from the mayor, not from the councillors. Nobody even came to say to me, are you okay? And I am not okay. Yeah. I am not okay. And if it's the last thing I do, I will stick up for my kids because I teach my kids that when you commit to something, you stick to it. Yeah. And mommy is going to do just that. These children deserve such praise and let me tell you, they never wanted this. They never did it. We never contacted the media. I mean, it's the public outcry and the outrage that led us here. And you know what? God is good and God knows what he's doing. And if we all can make that little change, that little bit of change, we would raise our kids and God willing, our grandkids will leave them with a better world than we brought them in.
Yeah, well, that's what we hope the goal is.
Absolutely.
Okay, so walk me through this. So now the police come.
So now let's just say the beginning of the police comes because this is by no means the police comes and leaves. So the first officer comes. He comes out of his car. He was with a female officer. I'm like, I know that it's because the gentleman called. So she says, well, I'm going to stay with the kids. And he tells her, well, I'm going to go talk to the mother. So at this point, because this is not a story about me and I didn't want to be like, oh, poor little Ayana, she's sitting on her wheelchair. I'm not even near the lemonade stand. I'm actually on my front porch sitting on my wheelchair. So he's standing at the bottom of my steps. Yeah. And he tells me, we got a noise complaint. And I said, officer, a noise complaint. And he says, yes, your kids are being a nuisance and they're selling lemonade on the street. And I said, okay, officer, look, just because I wanted to de-escalate and I didn't want to have any confrontation because I had just seen what happened with that guy who showed up in my lawn. I said, officer, just give me a fine. I'll pay the fine gladly. Look at these kids. Look at the Gazette. At this point, I'm super chill, super calm. And he's like, stop talking to me about the damn lemonade. It's not about the lemonade. I'm tolerating your kids selling lemonade on the street. I said, but they're not on the street. They're on my property.
But see, hold on. Right there with that exchange, this is what I don't understand about the police. First of all, how is he going to tell you he's tolerating? Like, what's his false sense of authority that these guys seem to have? You're a civil servant. But see, that's how they move because you extra, you take a situation now and you take it when they stop us on the street as black men. They really think that they're above anything. They really think they're gods.
They do.
Look what he's telling you. He's on your property. Telling your kids a nuisance, saying that he's tolerating it's not about the damn. First of all, he shouldn't be talking to you like that. Yeah. Why are you saying damn and using all these, objective words?
It's okay.
All these swear words. No respect.
You know what? I want to say something, and I want to say this with the utmost respect. So I did say I have 3 beautiful children of color. My husband is Dominican and Portuguese. And if the Black African-American community is going through and has gone through, and I'm going to be real honest with you. We've seen so many stories. I've lived in Texas, in Houston, Texas. I've lived in Florida. And, as a woman who nobody can understand the pain of African-Americans in this world.
Yeah, we talked about that.
And no one can understand that. But in that moment, if what I felt was the 0.0001% of the discrimination and the letdown of what African Americans go through, I have now come, and I'm going to be the first one to say, we're human beings. Our human nature is that we judge. A lot of times you see stories and you start thinking, okay, but is there another side of the story? And I'm telling you, and I am saying this with so much love and respect, I will never do that again, ever, because I what I felt, it was like he's talking to me and I am seeing my children. And I'm saying to myself, and unfortunately for them, I was hoping they have body cams, but it's not convenient for them to have body cams. You understand that, right?
I actually advocated for that a few years ago about the body cams, trying to get them, because I've had a police officer actually pull a gun to my face, and I talked about my story. So they need body cams.
Of course they do. Except I had the mama cam that morning, and that's what they're not getting. And I have to be honest, if you're listening, SPVM or lawyer
Station
or legal
3.
department, let me tell you this. If I were you, I would hire another lawyer, because I would have just kept it as we have no comment. By making the comment that they made, the statement that they put out to the press, I mean, I have the videos.
We have the video. Yeah, we can put that. Yeah, we got to put that video.
So, what's his Officer Bango from badge number 7384, Roxborough Station? You should be suspended without pay. They should look into it, because you have the nerve. And the mayor of Roxborough, please come out to do something about the SPVM that's in your neighborhood, the Station 3 that is in your neck of the woods that you're responsible for, and stop shaking hands and coming for photo ops, because that's not what matters. It's the work that you do behind the scenes is what matters. And yes, I'm calling you out. Let's do it.
So that, thank you.
I got
Princess,
you.
Queen,
I got you,
most
girl.
beautiful soul human being in this world. I feel, the blessings that have come from this whole ordeal. I mean, I just feel so blessed to be in the presence, and this is one of them. She's just an incredible soul, and the support that I have felt from this woman. I mean, it's been, the community has rallied. Would you believe if I tell you that people are knocking at my door until 10 o'clock at night just to shake my son's hands, to bring donations? People, I mean, after that statement was put out, and, I did so many interviews. I did, TVA, LCN. I did CJAD. I did Virgin Radio, which we're going to have to talk about.
I was just going to say.
We are going to have to talk about. I did CTV. I did City TV. I mean, I did them all. And so after that, those 2% of haters, after they saw the SPVM statement, were writing for me to go kill myself, that I'm probably lying about being sick, that I'm using my children. Let me tell you something. I promise you that I'm no criminal, but I really didn't need to use my kids to scam anyone. Like, we, thank God, we're blessed. We have a beautiful home. I have my husband. I have my amazing children. So let's get real, and let's talk about what the real problem is.
Shame on you, Virgin Radio. Let me just say that. And shame on the people.
Let's get that bit before we cut out. Let's get that bit, Virgin Radio.
We talk about commercial radio all the time, and they're nonsense, and they want to censor everything. But also, shame on the people. You know what I'm going to say? Fuck you, the people that are saying that she's faking MS, because I had a friend who had MS, and it is a horrible disease to watch somebody go through. So you don't understand MS. You don't understand it's the lesions in the brain that start to break down the body. It is a neurological disorder that breaks down everything in your body. And stress causes flare-ups. Go watch the Selma Blair documentary to have a better understanding. I know about MS very well because I advocated for my friend when nobody would listen. Okay. It is a horrible disease. And this stress that she's had to go under, Ayana doesn't deserve to go through this. So fuck you, everybody that is trying to say that she's a gypsy or trying to say that she's faking having MS. Go fuck yourself. Lambo said it. The real Svetlana Trinyenko. All the fucking names. I said it.
I love you, Mama. Thank you.
I know. Just looking at me like, I'm going to email for that. We'll pay the fine. We'll pay the fine.
But I just want to specify one little thing. So if you go on Virgin Radio, iheart.ca, there's, and I want to specify that I did not contact any of the media. The media contacted me. It's been a media frenzy. Most of them have had a lot of integrity. But unfortunately, the truth is we're a story, right? And everybody's running with it. That being said, if you go on iHeartRadio, the mayor, God bless his soul, you can get his interview, but they contacted me. They were crying. I mean, I have no time. I don't know if I'm peeing. I don't know if I'm showering. I don't know if I'm brushing my teeth.
No time.
And when a source, we're going to say a source because I'm not going to reveal who that is, because I was looking for the interview and I'm like, I just spent all this time and I really think that there's such a strong message. I mean, I really put my heart out there. And they decided, they still aired Mr. Jim Bass's interview on iHeartRadio. You can still see it. Go check it out.
Oh, it's Jim.
Yeah, you see?
But let me tell you, they apparently did not want to air, after contacting me and taking my time.
Yeah.
They did not want to air it because it was too newsy.
I don't know what that means.
It means you're politically incorrect. Everybody, I have to say it.
But you have
I'm a mom.
the video. I seen the video.
I have a mom.
I seen the video. I seen the video. What did you do wrong? I seen the video.
My eyes hurt, but I'm gonna take out my glasses because I want you to look me in the eyes. Yeah. I am a mom. I have balls of steel.
Yeah.
Okay? Steel. And my husband always says, like, don't talk to my wife. She's got more balls than all of us in this room. So when it comes to my children, balls of steel. And Virgin Radio, clearly, a lot of people are telling me we don't want to go against the SPVM. I'm a big girl. Okay? I could take care of myself.
Yeah.
How about you just focus on what incredible work these two boys have done. And now look at how God works. Someone said to me yesterday, if you're wondering why you have MS, which I don't wonder because I know that everything is from God. I'm not a religious woman, but I am a woman of faith. That's what I teach my kids. And someone said to me, if you're wondering why you got MS, this is why. Your children have brought change into this world with a glass of lemonade.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on my cup,
They raised
though.
over $2,000.
Yeah, but
And I just want to show you something, and I'd like you just to mention it to your amazing listeners and for everybody else. So my boys, had they told me they were raising money for a new PS5, I would have supported them just as much because my son took his own debit card. This is just Sunday's profits.
Shout out to Ariel and Ness, and they're going to be selling lemonade this Saturday.
The loves of my life.
Look at that. We up 2K over here. That's dope.
What time?
Multiple sclerosis.
And can you just say that it's been paid already? I mean,
the donation.
My kids have not kept $1.
They already forwarded the money. Yeah. I'm seeing it here.
Okay.
They forwarded to
For
the
the love of my life, this little 1 pound miracle of mine. He's so excited because he got his first debit card and he literally walks in the house, Mommy, it's a credit card. I'm like, I need to, yeah, Mommy, but it's mine. He used his own card. And when he made the donation on his own, might I add, to the MS Society online, and I'm going to get to why we did it online because originally that was in the plan, he wrote in honor of my mom.
Well, there you go, man. That's sweet, man. Some good boys you raised.
You know what?
There.
They're going to be having the lemonade stand this weekend on Saturday. Can you tell everybody at what time and what corner to meet?
Absolutely. So it's on 14th Street at the corner of 17th Avenue in Roxborough. We are just...
what time are they going to be there?
10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Perfect. So anybody wants to come support Ariel and Ness and support the Multiple Sclerosis Society, come out and get that amazing lemonade. I'm actually going to be coming there before my barbecue to come get some lemonade and to make a donation as well.
Yeah, pick me up my lemonade.
I definitely will. If anybody wants to come and donate lemons, I suggest come out, show up, get a glass of beautiful lemonade, support the MS Society, and bring some lemons too. We're going to keep these kids going. We're going to keep the story going because what they're doing is amazing.
Weezy, will you read that?
So it says Ness Partouche has made a generous donation to the Multiple Sclerosis Society of Canada in your honor. Attaches your electronic greeting cards. Look at that. They give you a greeting card.
You believe that? You believe that?
Look
Well, let me tell you, it's a $2,000 greeting card, honey. So the most expensive one I got was from my son.
Did it move?
There you go.
You know what? Everything is moving right now. Like it's been, you know how people say like it's been a day, it's been a couple weeks.
No, don't worry. You're gonna have some more.
Yeah.
Ayana, we want to thank you for being on the show, man.
So
it's my pleasure. Thank you guys for having me, and hopefully I won't have the SWAT team again at my home.
You never know with this province, man. You never know, man. He doesn't want multicultural.
No. They're gonna have Lambo come up over there.
All right, man. Keep it live. We have activists and political.
Yeah.
Woman. I forgot her name now. I'm not thinking about wings. I'm thinking about police.
And lemonade.
Marie-Livia Bourget is coming on the show next. Lawyer and activist, founder of the legal clinic of Montreal. And then we have H&G. So we have a tight 30 minutes here back in. We'll play some music when we come back to the Morning Detour. DJ Maddie, hit me up.
Yep.
Y'all about to find out who I am. It's the real Svetlana.
It's about to get real in here.
It's the Morning Detour show.
I don't like when you sober, you know that. I like it, the wetty panties, the ones from River Jordan. Oh no, son, the ones from the Atlantis, if it is one of the owner, like Jonah. The guys from the Caribbean, see if it take the money, till you go down, and it over, to the owner, bend you, bend you, bend you, bend you, till you say, bend you, bend you, bend you, bend you, till your mother call you. Bend you, bend you. Now you can look at you, bend you, bend you, bend you, bend you. Living the moment, tomorrow belongs to God. Nothing can break me, nothing can bend me, nothing can bring me down. Bella Bachi, we all deserve a chance. La 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 la. I don't go where no love, where my home. Caraibo, down so long, long way. Oh, what's up, yeah, show me love. I work hard, my brother man, I work hard just to chill, I live a life. December.
Yes. We are locked back in. The drama. Is loud enough for you? This is yours. Montreal, my city, 8:37. Seems like the FM is back. Montreal is in the building.
Hey.
Team Griot. You guys know how I like my sauce and pickles. Marie-Livia Bourget, did I say it properly?
Yes.
Lawyer and activist, founder of the legal clinic of Montreal, one of the organizers of the manifestations against racial profile and systemic racism. So, Masha, I want to say thank you for all your hard work. I know this fight that we're in being black is crazy. They say in Quebec, all we do is complain, black people. You know what I mean? How do you feel about that?
Nah, there's a lot of people that do stuff about problems. So they try to find solutions, and that's the people I hang with.
Okay, so obviously you're really smart. You're a lawyer and activist. What do you like being more, a lawyer or an activist? Because activist, you could break stuff. You could have manifestations.
Activist. I like this.
What do you like being more? Hold on.
I like being an activist with a legal background. I feel like I get less bullied.
Of course you will.
How long have you been a lawyer?
Since 2019.
Okay, so you passed the bar and everything. You're smart.
Nice.
Okay, how did you come about? I think it's really beautiful that you did this. You founded a legal clinic in Montreal North.
Yeah.
You could have come to Côte des Neiges. We need you guys over here too.
I did.
Okay, so
we also have one in Côte des Neiges.
Okay, I know it's not with Tiffany.
You got mixing this morning. Okay.
Let's talk some politics. We're looking for some votes here in Montreal North. What is going on? Let the people know. Talk to us. What's going on?
Okay, so for the first time in history, the Liberal Party in Quebec decided to do an investiture. So I don't know the word exactly.
It's okay.
It's like a preliminary.
Mm-hmm.
And so in Montreal North, or all the people that reside in Montreal North, even though they're not Canadians or if they're 16 and over, they could register to become members of the Liberal Party to be able to vote on the 21st of August, my birthday.
You a Leo too?
Yeah.
She's a Leo as well. It's a birthday on Monday. Too much Leos in the building.
Watch out.
Never too much.
So on the 21st, everybody that had the time to register before the 1st of August will be able to come and vote for the candidate they want to represent the Liberal Party in Montreal North for the election on October 3rd. So for the past 3 weeks, I had like a huge team. We were on the field, we were meeting people, and we almost like went to 500 new members in my team. Yeah, that's a lot. When you think about Denis Coderre, he spent 6 months working every weekend with 30 volunteers, and he was around 1,000, 1,200. So I'm just like, okay, in 3 weeks, I did that with my team. So we were really, really proud of the results. But now it's really the time to mobilize all those people and make sure that they really come to vote.
What are some of the concerns going on in Montreal? No, I know throughout the pandemic we have a lot of essential workers that worked out in that area, and there's a discrepancy in terms of resources being allocated to to our Haitian brothers and sisters out there in Montreal North. But for you, in politics, what are some of your main agenda points that you really want to address in Montreal North?
There's really a lot of things. So I'm just going
more Haitian restaurants. That's all I'm saying. More griot spots. Every corner, it should be like New York. Every corner, just like they have a Chinese restaurant, there should be a good griot spot on every corner.
There is in Montreal North. There's a lot of griot spot. There's a lot of good griot spot. In Montreal North, I think that if we talk about the youth, right? I think that the problem with the media is that when we hear about Montreal North, it's either gunshot or someone going to the NBA.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so what's the message that our youth is gonna have? They're just gonna be like, well, either I'm gonna go in the gang or I have to succeed in the NBA.
Exactly, right.
But there's a lot of, Nadège Saint-Philippe, she was from Montreal North, and she broke barriers for a lot of people. So we need to, make more activities, because in Montreal North before there was a huge basketball tournament that everybody in Montreal would go there. And one day someone decided that they didn't want it anymore and they shut that activity down. And after that, cutting all the activities for the youth and you're asking yourself why they're, hanging out outside and they're not doing anything. Yeah. Well, you need to.
There's no alternative, right? They took
exactly.
away all the alternative, especially in the high schools. The GMA is not the way it used to be when me and LAMBO were in high school. They took away all the after school programs.
Yeah.
So what do you want these kids to do?
Exactly.
Just play Fortnite and Roblox. We have to connect with them somehow. So that's good. So I presume you have an initiative for the kids, because it's the youth that's really in the streets there in Montreal North.
But there's a lot of different other issues. Like we see, like as the founder of the legal clinic, we see a lot of cases related to the renting, les logements insalubres. They live in building, their door have holes.
Okay. So these slumlord buildings, we don't want none of that.
Exactly. And the problem is that there are new construction, but those new construction, they have like 3.5, 4.5 Like we have big families in Montreal North that need like 6.5 in a reasonable price. You know, now in Montreal North you can find a 2-bedroom for $1,200.
No, that's not.
That's crazy.
And
No,
we're in Montreal North, so that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And you know, the quality of the places doesn't equalize the $1,200. And I feel like the landlords sometimes they want to, you know, benefit from what's happening in the market right now, and we need to find a solution for that, because
100%.
where are the people gonna go? You know, Montreal North is a place where there's a lot of transition. People go there, but to leave. But there's people right now that really wants to stay in Montreal
planting
North.
roots in Montreal North.
Yeah, exactly.
I really think that's what people need to look at, is look at the candidates and what they're doing in the community and for the community. You need to be smart and really go out and vote for the candidate that's going to do something. This is a very important, you know, every election is important, but provincial elections are extremely important. You need to go and support your candidate of your local area. Ask them what they're doing for the community, what they plan on changing. Ask them their plan and the structure. And I think that's the most important thing.
And you know what I really liked about the 3 weeks is that the one that asked me the most what I'm planning to do are the youth.
Exactly.
I was playing in the park, I was playing basketball, and then like I was like, oh, you know, I'm a candidate, and they were like, okay, what are you planning to do?
There you go.
And I was like, oh, okay, you know, like I went to churches. Obviously, like I had huge support, but I felt the conscientiousness in the youth was more like they challenged me more than like, you know, the other, you know, groups. So.
Boy, the police in Montreal North, it doesn't make no sense. You know, every news report cannot be gang violence, and then they don't even substantiate these claims. It just says new violence, but they have no proof of it, right?
Yeah.
So this became this thing, this narrative that they've been selling to the whole province. What is your take with how the police been policing Montreal North? And is there something in there politically that can be changed? Is there legislation that can be changed or something? Because we can't continue like this the way we've been continuing in terms of how the police been policing minorities within the city. We're still at 4-1, the last report. Blacks are being stopped 4 times more than Caucasians. That's an issue.
Yeah.
And I was myself a victim of racial profiling in Villa Maria when I was 17 years old.
Okay.
The metro station. So that's really something I'm familiar with. I feel like there's huge work to do. I don't feel like an answer right now is gonna help solve it, because I felt, you know, with the manifestation, and this is actually why I decided to go into politics, because when I was organizing those manifestation, I participated in like, you know, commissions. I went to do interviews like LCN and stuff. And I was like, okay, and now maybe we can be heard, and like, you know, something's gonna change. And then after they give us solution like, oh yeah, we're gonna put 2 more social community workers in the police. I'm just like, oh my God, this is not gonna help. This is not gonna solve the issue. And that's when I felt like we were not being heard and we were actually being ridiculized.
Yeah.
And this is why I was like, well, I think my next step for this problem, you know, instead of complaining like we were talking earlier, is for me to step into politics and make sure that we are heard. And, you know, when laws are written, like we are actually counted in, you know, take it into account. And when we think also about the law of the police, the deontologie policière, there's only like 13 articles. They have firearms, you know. We as lawyers, we have like a code d'éthique that has like 100-something articles, and we don't have firearms. I feel like, you know, there's stuff that can be done in the law that can help in certain ways, like how things are going on right now in the field.
Yeah, man. I think, we definitely got to, you know, I keep saying now that regular civilians need to go to the police academy and see what's really going on. I no one likes that idea. We cannot keep, because we, you know, CKT told me I can't say it like this, but I'm gonna say it like this. We keep continuing down this path. We're gonna get to civil unrest. Yeah. There's gonna be a rebellion. Like, how much shit can Black people take in this province? Yeah. Now we reached to a point now where our prime minister is saying that he's against multiculturalism and there's no systemic racism in Quebec, which is wild. Marie, let the people know how could they vote for you. Give us the link. We'll put it up there on our social media as well. And let the people know the dates one more again. I think it's August 21st.
First, yeah.
All right, so let people know once again what they're voting for. Montréal, non, on écoute, Griot Town.
So all people that live in Montreal North that had the time to register as Liberal members can come the 21st of August at the Salle de Réception Renaissance on Henri Bourassa.
I love that place.
Yeah.
Some nice bows over there, I tell you that, boy.
It starts at 1 p.m. and it's important to be there at 1 p.m. Don't be late, my people.
Don't be on CP time.
You know?
Don't be No, you should have said 11 o'clock.
Exactly.
You done messed up. You should have said 11 o'clock.
It's 11 o'clock for those who want griot.
Yo, listen, you gotta tell me twice. But I love what you're doing. And what I really love about you, Mahi, is that you're young, you're black, you're a professional, and you actively want to do, you want to be part of the change in your community. I think that's really important.
Thank you.
So, Montreal, I see you want to go out and vote for her. You can give me the link. We'll put it up there for that. And thank you for coming to the Morning Detour. Please come back anytime you want. We got some wings if you want to stick around. Oh, yeah. We got some Lambo wings. Call Shondell down, start warming with the whole container here. We'll play some music. I think we have this guy. I don't know, man. This is another Haitian guy, man. I don't even know I'm friends with this guy, man. Follow the Rhythm, the #1 wedding host in the country, is coming up on the show. He has his birthday extravaganza next weekend. Oh. I don't know where he disappeared to. We'll play one song.
Hey, he's over there. I see him. This guy, he's over there.
This guy is a guy here. Montreal, my city. Keep blocks the Morning Detour, the Mighty CKT 90.3 FM.
Y'all about to find out who I am.
It's the real Svetlana. It's about to get real in here.
The Morning Detour Show.
Oh, I'm in a big mood. Call I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me what you do. I'm in a big mood. Call I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me what you do. In a big mood. Call I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me. I'm in a big mood. Call I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me what you do. I'm in a big mood. Call I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me what you do. Oh, so we come to me, check. Get some things with the put on my head, that's why. Now you cool my stress from there. Walk a good December. Oh, so we come to me, check. Get some things with the put on my head, that's why. Now you cool my stress from there. Walk a good December. Oh, so we come to me, check. Get some things with the put on my head, that's why. Now you cool my stress from there. I'm the big mood. Girl, I feel you. I know say I love us passing money, but as you want to, I'm in a big mood. Girl, I want you. Now only you, the cool on my back, nobody but you. Every night I go there, rock your body. Baby girl, we go there no solo. Nobody fit tell me to leave my baby. Bend every night if it come to the bill. Me and you, when you wake up, are you splashing on me? Girl, look like sweat all on me. Like the design, you be dripping on me. Maybe that's why I'm feeling. Oh, I'm in a big mood. Call I feel you. Something wake up cool in my body. Tell me what you do. I'm in a big mood.
Y'all about to find out who I am.
It's the real Svetlana. It's about to get real in here.
It's the Morning Detour Show.
I'm trying to figure out to myself why we keep allowing this guy to come back on the show. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Leave him alone.
Yeah, he's another one. What was it? Haitian glasses? Did you bring me one? I want a pair of those.
Nobody bringing stuff. I'm the only one that came through bringing the Lambo wings. Look at that.
Listen, I'm telling you, some people ain't gonna get them Lambo wings. I'm telling you that right now. I think I got an extra container in my trunk. All right, guys. Next Saturday. Next Sunday. I knew I was wrong. Next Sunday, we celebrating your birthday already again?
Yep.
Wow.
It's been 365 days already, man.
Wow.
Follow the Rhythm Day Party, playing 90s hits all the way up until today. DJ Trick K,
Nice.
DJ Fire Jones, DJ Star Q, DJ Kaz, Star Q, the family, from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Nice.
So I guess you're not hosting no wedding next Sunday?
Nope.
You're taking a break from the wedding things?
I had to refuse 2 weddings for that day. Yeah, 2 weddings. So I took one on Saturday. And I know the person, though. So I was like, yeah, you're lucky. So one on Saturday. And then, on Sunday, it's showtime, man.
So talk to me a little bit. You know, this kind of like the Breakfast Club where Darnell Jones always comes on. He doesn't really need a purpose. You're like our version of Darnell Jones. Go on, I see it all the weddings.
So
how do you find different stuff to wear at all these weddings, yo?
Listen, man. Oh, by the way, right after this, I'm heading to a suit place. So I need some suits. And if you have suits to sell, please holler at me. All right.
Don't use my show to get in suits. I'm sick and tired of these Haitian
suits, man. I need suits. I'm booked till October 23rd. So
this guy flexing. Why people get married all the way in October?
Yeah, October 23rd. Yeah.
You're hosting weddings all the way to October 23rd. Why?
Why? Because I'm that guy, man. I'm that guy, bro. I'm that guy that brings the fun. I know there's so many great MCs in terms of talent shows, weddings and stuff like that. I just try to stay unique and do extra all the time because my goal is to leave souvenirs forever. You understand? So sometimes 5 years after your wedding, 10 years after your wedding, you're looking at the videos and you're like, damn, I had a blast. Yep, that was me. Mm-hmm. That was me, yo. That was me. So that's my main goal.
But you're arguably the best wedding host. You know, no one who's better than you. Like you're talking about all these other dudes. I don't know no other guys.
I don't know any of them. I don't know what they are.
I'm the favorite, man. I'm the favorite one. That's why I always put the hashtag your favorite host.
Other people host weddings?
Yep. Yeah. I met many MCs that host weddings, French weddings or English weddings, but mix it all. I haven't met that much. So.
RG Music says he needs a suit as well.
Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So all you Haitian niggas will get together.
Let's go.
I want a suit made out of griot. Griot and Hasselberg.
I want my mix oxtail and griot, man. That's what I want. I want a mix of oxtail and griot. So yeah.
Okay, so you have the day party here. See, so why we have here?
Wait. Before this, there's a day party this Sunday. The Lion King's day party. Shout out to Mr. Boom and Spotlight. They're doing it in Repentigny. I posted it on my story. It's in Repentigny. I'm hosting that one on Sunday. Also, I had to refuse weddings on Sunday. That Sunday, and then.
But you already said you refused. Okay, we got it. You left all money on the table. Listen, I got it.
You know,
I got it.
In July and June, you didn't see me that much in the nightlife and the date life because I was too busy. But this is my month. The Leo's month.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm gonna be everywhere. I'm gonna show love to everybody. So that's what it is, man. That's what it is. MC Rhythm on the spot. Let's go.
You know you're sharing a month, right?
Of course.
I'm just saying. I'm looking at you.
Leo's.
I don't know why anybody.
August 1st. Shout out to August 1st, baby. Let's go.
I don't know why anybody gets hype about you. Leo.
Listen. You know what?
You guys are aggressive. You guys are bullies.
No, we're not.
Real quick. You know, I don't have time to give my griot story. I'll save it for next week. I'll need to shine on you, Leo.
Summertime, we see May come because half of May is beautiful, right? So we see May coming through, we're like, yeah, nice. We see June, we're like, yeah, nice. We see July, we're like, yeah. But when you see August,
the fire,
bro, you know, it's about to go down.
This guy's.
Come on, bro.
So does that mean? Yeah, you're
a Leo. You're a Leo, bro.
You're a Leo. My cousin E was here. That's my favorite cousin. My cousin E, my Haitian cousin. My cousin E was here. He went to check my aunt at the house, and his mom was visiting from Brooklyn. You know they had the audacity to send down griot from my mom, and nobody brought me griot. Then my mom,
family size.
Yo, I don't know what it was, because when I saw the container, there's 3 pieces left, and she's in my doorway eating a thing. I told her, I hope you choke on the griot. I called my aunt. What? I called my aunt. I'm making a disclaimer in my head. I'm in the cousin group. I'm making a disclaimer. I've been mistreated on all sides of this Haitian experience. There's the Haitian cabal
in Brooklyn.
No, this was here. There's the Haitian cabal in my own family. I'm being marginalized, and I'm not going to stand for it no more. She ate the 2-piece of griot in the hallway. I called my cousin. Said, "What's going on? What's going on?"
You need to write your name on that plate and be like, "Yo, that's."
I didn't even know a plate was coming.
Wow.
I have issues with my aunts. So besides, what's good, man? You a father? What's going on?
I'm a father. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure. I mean, all the fathers out there. Shout out to all the fathers out there.
I'm sick and tired of you guys too, man.
Listen, second one on the way.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, second one on the way.
Is this how you plan to announce it to me?
Yeah, that's why
Sales and Shondel's my only friend. All you married father guys, I'm sick and tired. You, Mikey D, I'm done with all y'all niggas. I'm good with Sales and Shondel. That's how I'm gonna do mine.
We're still coming out here and show some love, man.
Yeah, you're good with him because he's a dad too. But I see there's no smoke.
That's what it
Who's
is.
that? X-Swag? Yeah, X-Swag, dad of the year here. This guy, you're trying to keep up with this guy, X-Swag. You might lose your life here, buddy. So there's no griot. Your dad, we have about 1.5 minutes left. Let people know.
Real quick. Yeah. So August 14th, it's my day party, the traditional day party. We couldn't make it on 2020, 2021 because of COVID, of course. But we're back in Saint-Sauveur. It's a black-owned resto lounge. Shout out to Donald. It's Donald's birthday too, the owner. So come have a good time. I'm telling you, it's gonna be magic. Show up. Let's have a great time. And we're starting this Sunday in Repentigny.
I was just looking for my invite because I don't have.
Well, the whole morning detour as a pass, as a VIP pass. Y'all my guest list, so you guys are good. The whole team.
There you go.
Shout out to all the weddings that I'm about to host coming up. Yeah.
Next time you come on my show, you wear a T-shirt.
Oh,
you
man.
know the rules up here.
Come on now.
We treat it like
plus
DR
25. Plus 25.
We treat it like DR. Next time you come on my show, you wear a T-shirt. Okay. Don't become showing your arms.
I've been half of my.
Oh, we almost out.
You look a man child. Like, where's the hair? You have no hair on your chest. What the say in the back? It's all.